Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the Steak and Brush. I'm Christine, and today we got a little throwback theme for you today. I got the Blockbuster palette. This does not look like a good palette at all. It's from Hot Topic, and you know they've got it and they make it look like the old Blockbuster cases. But I had to get this. I worked at Blockbuster for about 10 years. So I just really had to get this. There was no way around it. It was the worst job I ever had. It's the longest job I ever had. But I met some of my favorite people there, and the people were probably the reason I stuck around so long. And actually, I mean, it's been, gosh, almost 15 years since I've worked there, and I still keep in touch with so many of those people. They are my best friends. And yeah, so I had to get this. My daughter did some swatches just now, and I'll put them up. Sorry, I'm blinding you here. But they did not swatch well at all. There are no shimmers. But the colors do kind of represent Blockbuster. You know, you've got the yellows and the blues. We've got, here, let's see. I don't know if I'm getting this all in frame or not, but new releases: adventure, classics, drama, family, sci-fi, comedy, fantasy, cartoon, horror, action, and television. Yeah, I'm very, there's, like, again, I said, there's no shimmers. These, you've got some, you know, blues and greens, and then some dull, you know, browns and stuff, and there's not really a whole lot that I can think of to do with this, but I'm going to just try some things, and, well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Again, I'm not expecting much out of this palette at all. It was, what was it, like $15? $14 or $16.90, and then there was a discount that I used. Plus I had to pay for shipping because it wasn't in my area for pickup. Anyway, I'm just going to dip into this, the darker blue here. We have Adventure, this one right here, and see what we can do. I'm going in with an Alter Ego 7 brush. I have primed my eyes with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eye primer. So yeah, Blockbuster. I started working there when I was in college. And I do, you know, like I said, it was a horrible job, but I have to say I owe a lot to it, because I met my husband there. He had just graduated college, and while trying to find a job in his field, he started working there because he loved movies. And I started working there because I needed a part-time job in college, and I loved movies as well. And I was promoted, and I became a store manager my senior year of college. And my senior year of college, I also, you know, when getting ready to graduate, went to, you know, the career counseling thing where they help you get interviews in your field and stuff. And, you know, they were telling me about, you know, the jobs available, and I looked at how much they were making, I'd be making, and then I very sadly looked at my paycheck at Blockbuster and realized, oh hell, I just spent $80,000 on a college education, and I'm making more Blockbuster than I will with my degree. So that really, really sucked. And I ended up staying again just for monetary reasons. And, you know, I got married right out of college. And it was, and you know, we had my daughter 2 years later. It was a very easy job to work around schedules. My husband then went to work for a TV station, so he had a weird schedule too. But, you know, because they were open so late, you know, we could balance out while we were working and not have to do any daycare or babysitters or anything like that. And it was just a horrible, horrible job. The company treated their people bad. Like, my first year was awesome, you know, and they gave us great bonuses and things. And then after that, it just sucked. You know, I fell once at work, and I hurt my knee very badly, but I couldn't leave until another manager got there. So I had to be in agony at work until somebody else got there. There was actually one store manager that her house was on fire and they wouldn't let her leave until another manager got there. I had a boss who gave me problems when I was pregnant because I wanted to schedule another manager with me in case I went into labor, like the last 2 weeks. And he complained about how much the payroll dollars were. Thought, okay, then if I go into labor, I'm just shutting down the store because the store can't be open without a manager. It was horrible, really, really horrible. I am going to just blend that out a little bit with the light blue Fantasy. Oh, okay, that's a little more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. The darker blue was pretty patchy. And I just got some on my nose. Oh, and I'm testing a new foundation too. But overall, I love, 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 love movies. And it did help me, you know, see lots and lots of movies. And like I said, I have, you know, most of my best friends that I have some connection to that. I mean, we usually try to get together a couple times a year. We've taken trips. When I went to Vegas last time, I was with a friend from Blockbuster. I'm just dipping back into that adventure to kind of fix where it's a little patchy. Have you guys tried any of the other Hot Topic palettes? You know, I saw they've got, some pop culture kind of things, but again, I'm expecting, the quality to not be so hot. Blue off. Okay, now I'm not necessarily going to do a cut crease, but I am just going to try to It's kind of going to be a cut crease because I'm just trying to clean up some of that blue there because I'm going to go in with the yellow. Do you guys keep in touch like that with old co-workers, or is that just, you know, weird for me? I mean, even my other jobs that I had afterwards and before, you know, I have very few that I still keep in touch with, and none of them quite as close as my Blockbuster peeps. Wish I had a steadier hand for this. I wanted this to be very rounded right here, but I don't think I'm really accomplishing that. Do you guys have memories of going into Blockbuster on Friday and Saturday nights and picking out new movies? I have to actually say, when I grew up in a very small town, and there was no Blockbuster. Well, I think I'd gone to a friend's Blockbuster, like in another town, once, but I'd never really gone to Blockbusters until I went to college. All right, now I'm going to go into the new release Yellow. Oh, and that is the Blockbuster Yellow. Yeah, the adventure color. None of these blues are really true Blockbuster blues. What brush I want to go in with? Let's go in with the Alter Ego 5. A little too big, but this has like no pigment whatsoever. I'm going to go into television down here at the corner. Let's see if that does any better. Yeah, so I mean, I'm layering up 2 colors, so this is so bad. The quality, oh, this is crap. But again, how could I not get this palette? I mean, let's see, what are some other horror stories I can tell you? We were open every day of the year, including Christmas. People would come in on holidays and say, oh, it's so sad that you have to work. Like, yeah, well, we wouldn't have to work if you didn't come in. Snow. Oh, my goodness. First of all, we almost never closed because of snow. And there would be times when there would be, and I don't know how it is in other states, but we would have what they call a level 3 state of emergency, meaning that if you were caught out in the roads and it wasn't like an emergency, you could be ticketed. And they would still make us come in because those were our busiest times. People would trudge in for like 3 feet of snow to come in and rent a movie, and then 2 days later, when it was, you know, the snow was much better, the roads were much better, I can't come in. It's too bad. I can't bring my movies back. so annoying. But for the most part, it was the company itself that just made things horrible. What do I want to do? Let's go in under my eyes with Cartoon. And a good brush. I'm going to use my Alter Ego number 8 and go in with this green Cartoon. That's not too bad of a color. Oh, but that blue is horrible. And that yellow is horrible. The white, let me see if I can swatch it for you just to show you a little bit. It's like, it's bad. You can't even see it. But it is running, kind of like bleeding. Oh wow, I don't, can I save this look at all? I don't know. Let's try some eyeliner. Eyeliner sometimes helps. I go in with my Glam Light calligrapher pen. Let's see if I can do anything to salvage this look. Sorry if I'm blocking you there. Tell me, what's the worst job you've ever had and what made it the worst job? Okay, maybe it helps a little bit, distracts a little. Let's try to blend a little bit more. This is just a number 2 Alter Ego, no product. Did not turn out shape-wise at all what I wanted. Let's put on some mascara. Where is it? Oh, it's behind my brushes. That's why I couldn't find it. I'm working with the Benefit the Real Magnet. I've used this once before. I got this free with my purchase at Sephora. The one time I used it, I liked it. I just think that they're a little spikier than I want them to be, and that's just because of the brush. Some people like spikier, And this kind of brush is nice. Some people don't. And the other kind of brush is nice. I'm not sure I understand this whole magnet thing, because I had another pair, or another brand that was like that, the Pure. Not sure how much I get that, but this is a very dry formula. Oh, wow. I am just not having a good day today. Let's see what I can do to fix that here in a second. Let's put a second coat on and let that goop dry. This is bad quality eyeshadow. Again, if you've tried any of the other Hot Topics, is it as bad? I really didn't expect much. Let's see. Let's get a spoolie out here. Okay, I think most of it. All right, so I don't think I really have to tell you what I think of this. Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's no pigment to it whatsoever. Oh, it's telling me I need to walk. Maybe in a bit. Yeah, there's no pigment in these whatsoever. You know, if you have some nostalgia for it, like I did, you know, maybe, but don't expect it, to actually get good looks out of it. You know, I might try it again just to try some of the browns and things, but the darker colors were patchy. The lighter colors didn't have a lot of pigment. The greens seemed to be okay, but I didn't try any of the others. I wish they would have put, should have put like a purple in here somewhere, and at least, you know, one shimmer. But, you know, let's face it, nobody's buying this for the colors. They're buying it because it's cutesy nostalgia. So that's where we ended up with that. Not a great look, but, you know, hey, we got to talk about some things. So, all right, thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on your way out, and follow me over on Instagram at steak_and_brush. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.